Russia's been hit with economic sanctions because of its involvement in the Ukraine, and while those sanctions are designed to hurt Russia, they're actually affecting some U.S. companies as well. Adam, what's going on?
Well, the goal of what the U.S. and European Union is trying to do is they're trying to punish Russia for their involvement in the Ukraine, and as a result, they've created these economic sanctions against the Russians that is really designed to hurt them in their pocketbook. In other words, hurt their economy to kind of sway Putin, President Putin, to kind of pull back a little bit in the Ukraine. But as a result, a lot of companies from the U.S. that do business there are seeing their earnings hurt and some of their business conditions kind of level off a little bit.
So what are some companies that are being affected by this? A
good example is the recent earnings report from John Deere. It's a farm equipment machinery maker and does a lot of business in Russia, has 2 plants there, and reported earnings and basically lowered his expectations for the rest of the year. And what did it blame? It blamed the kind of the sanctions, saying that sales of machinery in that area were going to be significantly reduced for the end of the year. So they lowered their forecast. So it was kind of a downer for John Deere. It's not like it's putting them out of business, but it's certainly having an impact.
So are there any other U.S. companies that have operations in Russia that are affected by this?
Yeah, during this earnings season, there have been a number of companies that have kind of mentioned Russia or used it as an excuse. McDonald's at the beginning of the crisis, when the Russians annexed Crimea, closed 3 McDonald's stores there, and in addition to that, they've also reported kind of lowering or closing a little earlier in the day because the traffic in the region has kind of not been as robust. And in addition, Visa and MasterCard have been impacted by the sanctions against banks because they're no longer able to extend services to those banking customers. So if you're a banking customer of one of those Russian banks that has a Visa or a MasterCard, you can't use your card to buy any goods and services, which hurts Visa and MasterCard's earnings as well.
So going forward, what should investors look for in this area?
I think the main thing they need to kind of keep an eye on is whether or not the situation there either heats up or cools off, because if the problems there intensify and we get additional sanctions, obviously it's going to have a bigger impact, a more negative impact on U.S. companies. So I think people just have to kind of keep an eye on what's going on there and how serious the problem eventually gets.
Adam Schell, thanks for being here.
Thank you.